I didn't have a plan. Next time I have a plan. So he scores, and I'm just looking at him intently. He's running. I know he's trying to find somebody. And I'm like, what is he doing? He's got the lighter. A candle, and he covers up the flame, and then and you can actually hear the audio. They'll say, happy birthday to you. I hope we don't get sued, right? That's free domain. Yeah. And then Juju Smith-Schuster lifts the helmet, doesn't take it all the way off because that's a fine. Right. And then he blows the candle out, and here's Juju saying, got the only present I wanted today, 10-0. It's one hell of a birthday present, man. Congratulations to the Pittsburgh Steelers, undefeated still.
I love that. Very, very fun. Actually, happy birthday.
Sure.
We love you. I'm going to go with Julian Blackmon. That was my espresso moment. This is a third-rounder out of Utah. He has been starting every week since week 1 when Malik Hooker went down, and he has been awesome. First possession of overtime. Rookie. I mean, he's a rookie, right? Kniving through 2 blockers, knocking the ball away from Marquez Valdez-Scantling. The Colts, of course, then hit the game-winning field goal. Biggest win of this season. Yeah, they lost Hooker, and it hasn't been a problem. So I think he definitely is inserted in the Defensive Rookie of the Year convo, and he deserves an espresso shot moment.
Absolutely. Welcome, Julian. It's fun to talk about you. It's also fun to put in our old NFL Rocks VHS tape and see some big hits and some big highlights, and we got it all. Cowboys, Vikings. Roll it. This is a triple shot. I'm going to do 3 of them. Whoa, CeeDee Lamb. We all saw this catch.
Peter Schrager?
Exactly. Let's go. Boom. CeeDee, adjust, body control, all those things that make him so amazing to watch. Great play. Here's the thing, though. The NFL giveth and the NFL taketh away. Shortly thereafter, after CeeDee Lamb's getting celebrated, this happens. Bam! That's Harrison. And said, listen, this is not the corner of the end zone, Rook. You come across my middle. I'm going to put the shoulder into you. Harrison lowers the shoulder. He gets flagged, all that stuff. All right, it's not the last hit, though. After this is the second of the 2. And I'm going to go one more. Ooh. Dalvin Cook, maybe the best running back in the world. Watch what happens to Dalvin. Look out! Oh. That is Donovan Wilson, second-year guy, doesn't care. Hits the shoulder, and then Jalen picks it up and is ready to house this thing. It was bedlam.
Kyle, they both went down. Wilson went down after this, too.
And Dalvin got shaken up and come back in. And credit to the officials. No flag. Nate, can we have this on way to play? Or can we have some interior lineman making some block 50 yards? Can we have a hit? Can we have a hit? This is a great hit. All 3 of these got me jumping on the couch like Tom Cruise on Oprah. Peter, what do you got?
You know who was great on this call? Our guy who we had on Friday. Jonathan Vilma was on the call.
Yeah.
And he was like screaming about these hits.
Oh.
It was really good. I also go NFL rock style, like hard hitting, whatever. And I'm going to that Baltimore-Tennessee game. I'm all about context. You guys know it.
Sure.
The Titans needed a play. It was the biggest play of the game, if you ask me, even bigger than the touchdown at the end. A.J. Brown taking on the entire Ravens defense. 3rd and 10, losing in the 4th quarter. All right, he's short of the first down, right? Can't tackle him, can't tackle him, can't tackle him. Patrick Queen is a ferocious hitter. He carries him. Marlon Humphrey, maybe the best hitter from cornerback position.
Peters.
He can't bring him down. Peters, you name the Ravens defender that we've hyped on this show. A.J. Brown took him on and carried him into the end zone and got this team into overtime. A.J. Brown, I said A.J. Green, A.J. Brown is the man. And Nate, you said he reminds you of Anquan Bolding. I'll say it again. T.O. is what comes to mind. I know that's such high praise. That's a Hall of Famer. T.O. is what comes to mind for me. This guy's unbelievable. A.J. Brown, tremendous play. Espresso shot.
A complete wide receiver. How many espresso shots do you think you could?
1, 2, 3, 4. All of them.
We got to work on Peter, though, with the espresso.
What's the espresso?
It's
I know.
The Dalton Hive, Dalton Twitter. Cowboys win 31-20 at a robust 3-7, right in the mix of things in the National Football Conference East. Andy Dalton's been through a lot. I bet this felt great to get a win. Let's hear from the man. Go ahead, Andy Dalton. Go Horned Frogs.
Yeah, you know, it feels good. You know, I missed the game of football while I was out for the 3 weeks. To have to sit at home and watch our guys play, and you know, that was tough. But I'm very thankful to be back out here. Thankful to be healthy, and you know, help this team win.
Dalton to Dalton, or as I say, Dalton. Dalton to Dalton. Take a look at the NFC East standings. I'm sure I'll hear from Twitter on that. All 4 NFC East teams, guys, have 3 wins. The Eagles sitting in first thanks to that tie against the Bengals. All right, what did the Cowboys prove to you in their win over the Vikings?
I don't know what they proved, but what I noticed is that CeeDee Lamb's an absolute beast. As I was watching this game, you know, I believe that being named a number 1 wide receiver or a number 2 wide receiver can be fluid. So I can care less about the title, even though I love being a number 2. And that's what CeeDee Lamb was going into the season because Amari was number 1. he was the best player on the field yesterday. And they were utilizing him in different ways. Throwing the ball downfield. Of course, we talked about this corner route and the adjustment, looking over his left shoulder, then adjusting and coming all the way around and landing on his back, bobbling it and catching it. But it was also the jet sweeps. It was him returning. You know, when Dak went down, we were all looking for that guy. Who's going to be that guy?
Sure.
Was it Ezekiel Elliott? Is it Ezekiel Elliott? To be honest, I feel like that's still a question. Who's the best, most dynamic player on the field? It's CeeDee Lamb, and he's in his rookie season. Can you imagine what he's going to look like with a whole offseason, a great nutrition in the weight room? Next year, he's going to be an absolute monster.
Yeah.
So I was looking at CeeDee Lamb and just thinking to myself, Dallas Cowboys, they have found their man.
They found their man, and the question is whether he's going to play an impact in this year's playoff push or the future. And I think this year might be a possibility. I'm watching this game. They're playing a Vikings team that's playing for their season, and there's Andy Dalton, and he's dialed in, and he looks great. And Dalton on 4th and 6 makes the big play to Amari. And it's like, here's a guy who just went through COVID where he said he couldn't taste or smell anything. Add a concussion on top of it, emerges and has his game of the season to pretty much save the Cowboys season. I thought there was a lot of heart and a lot of grit from the Cowboys yesterday. And I'll tell you what, for all the things they've been through leading up to this point, I know the Lions aren't going anywhere right now after yesterday. I probably know the Patriots aren't going anywhere.
Right.
I can't say that about the Cowboys. They showed a lot of fight, and if they just get in the dance, I don't know if I want to face the team I saw yesterday.
They won a game. That's like 4 wins. That's that big. They won a game, and I just want to officially one more time welcome Ezekiel Elliott to the 2020 season. Am I saying his name right? Is it Elliott Ezekiel or Ezekiel, Michigan?
Yep.
Talk about
Ohio. Okay.
Talk about the one guy. That one dude?
Yeah, it's awesome that he's here. We've been waiting a long time. Nothing like showing up fashionably late. But he looked kind of like himself. He scored. If you look at the stats and care about that, they were good. But we saw a little burst.
Yeah.
And winning the game.